Hey stars, welcome to today's PickaCard. Take a few moments, look over the piles, take a few deep breaths before you pick your pile, and I'll see you guys there. Alrighty guys. Hey stars, so for those of you who chose this is a cloudy quartz or like a snow quartz. Depends on who you ask. How's everybody doing today? Let's see what's gonna be going on this month of June. So first we have the Star. I love it. So I got a new deck. This is the Light Seers deck. But this, I love it because she's like lassoing a straight up star, yo. She's like she knows what it is that she wants and she's not going to let it go. And I feel like that's going to be a huge theme for this pile during the month of June, is just going after what it is that you want and following your intuition with all this indigo and purple here. Really following your intuition and allowing it to guide you and just moving yourself forward. So we do have the Five of Swords. So how interesting the symbolism is. You got this man and you got this man over here, but I'm not sure what's going on here, so I'm not even going to touch on that. But if you get any type of feeling looking back here, let me know, because I haven't figured that one out. But to me, this really has to do with overthinking. And not really allowing yourself to move forward with this Five of Swords. So don't get too stuck in the what ifs and how so's and how is this gonna all work out. Don't get too stuck in that type of energy, and more so, like I said, it's really about, I feel like for this particular pile, it's really about projecting yourself forward and not allowing all the other things to get in your way. I had a sticker stuck to my arm. Yeah, the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. Understand that with the Knight of Wands, this is about going after what it is that you want, because the Knight of Wands, in this deck, it's a girl, but she, he, them, they don't care what it is. They want it, they're gonna go after it, and they're gonna have a good time while doing it because it's their heart's desires. And this is Spirit really telling you right now that it's about going after your heart's desires and just doing the damn thing. You have Strength. I love it, and I love the symbolism in this one, because for me, the Strength card is really about embracing your inner beast. And I know people just kind of look at me funny, like, your inner beast, like, what? But like, I love it because you have the lion over here and you have the lamb over here, and it's about coming in balance with them, understanding like you are this fierce beast and you could tear anybody apart, but understanding that feminine energy of being able to project yourself forward and to move yourself forward, because you need that fire Leo strength energy to be able to really get out of whatever it is that you're in, whatever the situation may be. So you definitely have this, and I love it because she has this heart, and it's like right now it's about following your heart and embracing everything that it is that you have going on in your world. The Nine of Swords. So over the month of June, make sure you are grounding yourself, is what I'm going to say with this. Make sure you're grounding yourself. And the reason being is this is a card of insomnia. This is a card of anxiety, not being able to sleep, overthinking, a lot of overthinking energy here. So during the month of June, make sure that you're spending time grounding so you're not too stuck in your headspace, because a lot of the times what will happen is we'll get stuck in our headspace and we'll forget how to move. If you ever heard of that, like fight, flight, or freeze, like it's the freeze response. There's too much stimulation coming in and you don't really know how to move. You're like a scared cat, like, you know? Yeah. All right, and then you have the Four of Swords. I really do just love the symbolism of this, because she's like in this nest, she's wrapped, she knows that she's secure, and she's taking time to heal her heart. So over the month of June, this is going to be a huge theme for you about not overthinking and spending time to heal yourself. Those are going to be major themes that play out in your life. Let's see what else. So we have suffering and silence. So when it comes down to it, this kind of plays into like the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords type of energy. Whatever it is that you're going through, don't be afraid to reach out to someone. Don't be afraid to reach out to anybody and to tell them like, hey, I'm suffering right now. I don't know what it is that I'm doing. I don't even know how to accomplish it. I don't know what the universe is throwing at me, but can I just talk to you for 10 minutes? I don't really even need advice. I just need someone to talk to, because my brain's going 100 miles a moment, and I want to sleep tonight, damn it. Excuse my French, but that's kind of the type of energy that I'm getting here. But I feel like if you can take this time and like actually speak out, that it'll bring you this moment of clarity, you know. And even if like during this like suffering in silence, if you find yourself really with an inability to reach out to anybody else, honestly, what you can take and do is to write it down. Write down what it is that you're feeling. And sometimes, honestly, just being able to write it down, it'll slow the thought pattern enough for you to write it, and then you can go back later on and you can see what it is. Like, okay, well, I was worried about that, but that like literally played out 2 days later, and look at where I'm at now. Like, I was all worried about this person, and like you'll notice that like you spend a lot of time worrying about circumstances, and yeah, like the circumstance in that moment is a lot, because let's face it, when you're face to face with something, sometimes that's all you can see, especially when it's like super close, you know what I mean? So sometimes you have to take that step back, and sometimes one of the best ways to take this step back is to actually write it down and to come back at a later date and to read it and to see how it is that you feel later on. And then you have choose wisely. So there are going to be a lot of choices that are going to come your way. And I feel like that's part of the reason why like the Four of Swords, the meditation thing came out, is the fact that like you're going to have some choices. There are a lot of things, like especially with the fact that you're going after some stuff, you know, but you don't need to overthink. With this Four of Swords, you need to follow your heart. With that strength attribute, you need to follow your heart. Don't allow other people to influence the choices that you're going to have to make over this month. Okay? Because understand, Saturn is in retrograde right now. Saturn don't play. Please spend time understanding what Saturn wants you to do, so he don't smack that ass on the way out, because he will. He has no problem with it. Don't get a whooping because you ain't listening. So don't allow outsiders to influence what it is that you have going on, what it is that you're trying to bring in. This is your life. Nobody can live it for you. So make sure that you're doing things, you're choosing with your heart, things that are going to ignite that passion, that flame, things that are going to make you want to move forward. Because I'm going to be completely honest with the way that things kind of like laid out, that if you dwell too much in this negative energy, you're going to block your new beginning. I'm just going to be honest. And over the month of June, it may not necessarily be time to start that new beginning. However, it's time to plan out that new beginning. And with this being said, like I said, this is, if you can overcome the overthinking that may hit you during the month of June, understand that you can have this new beginning because you'll be laying the groundwork. So come July, the pile you pick will be thick as, okay, I'm just, but you get it, okay? So you have the choice now. I feel like with this pile, and this may not be for all of you, but I do feel like with this pile in particular, if you guys, I feel like it really is like a draw. Because, right, we're going to have part of them, part of us, the collective, that are going to look at this, see the energy hitting us, and clam up. We're going to freeze. If you freeze and you don't move forward, then you're going to cause yourself to have to continue in this cycle. If you can take the moment and realize, nope, I'm an alchemist. I don't care what's going on out there. I'm a motherfucking G, baby. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go after mine. If you embrace that type of energy, I feel like going into the month of July, not only will you have found this newfound confidence, but you will also be able to actually see more movement than you thought possible at the right now, where we are now. Okay, so just be mindful of that as we move forward. You have the Sorcerer. I'd love to sit here and pretend that, like, oh, my putty tot. Y'all, I'm so in love with my kitten. Like, it's ridiculous how in love with my kitten that I am. I have 3 kittens. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell a soul. She dancing on beer cans and shingles. This must be the spook house. Another song, no singers, lyrics, no voices. Me over here reciting poetry in the middle of a PickaCard. Yeah. So this is the Sorcerer. He is in the medicine position. The medicine position. You have been feeling out of sorts because you have been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflicted on others. When you are out of alignment, self-radical acceptance is called now. Didn't I just say that you have to accept yourself and, like, get confident and, like, whoa. Okay. Anyways, you must reconcile those dark aspects of your nature. Don't behave irresponsibly. Don't do something. Didn't I say don't do anything out of your character? I could have sworn I said that. Okay, anyways. So, irresponsibility will cause you more harm to yourself and your loved ones. It is time to come out of denial and accept the responsibility of your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the Sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to amend. Do it. It will set you free from your shadows and let you step into the light. Yeah, so embracing some of those more darker aspects of yourself. And I feel like with this Sorcerer, the Sorcerer kind of gave a hint to this overthinking that's going to be going on. So I feel like with over the month of June, and with this particular pile, some of the overthinking that you're going to have to do, and it actually, to me, kind of explains some of the symbolism. Like, he over here acted a fool. I don't know the full story right now, but he over here acted a fool, right? And now he's thinking about what it is that he did, or he's watching this person act a fool, and he's just like, what are you doing? Like, and with this, like, a lot of the times when we're faced with those dark moments, like, it's because those darker attributes of ourselves and those darker thoughts that it is that we're having, what a lot of people don't take the time to realize is the reason why we're having this and we're going through this right now is because of the fact that there's something in that pain. There's a lesson in that pain, and sometimes we have to take and revisit it and play it out. And how was it that I felt then? Okay, well, how have I carried this with me now? Why have I let this small thing that happened 25 years ago still affect me? I'm grown. And it's time to realize how grown you are, baby. Okay? So we have believe in the impossible, going back to the star energy here. Lassoing a star, it seems impossible, but that's what this is about. And it's really about embracing yourself. Like the Sorcerer card said, it's about a radical state of acceptance and accepting your dark parts as well as the good parts of yourself. Like, accept the dark parts. Like, yeah, I'm not the best person, and yeah, I biff it sometimes, but you know what? I'm amazing, and these are all the amazing things that I can do. And I believe that the impossible is completely possible. Why? Because I'm possible. Kim possible and Ron stoppable. Okay, break that down real fast. You got impossible and unstoppable. Okay, the subliminal messages they were putting into us kids. Okay. All right, and then we have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So with this and some of the other cards that have been laid out here, especially with like this Nine of Swords. So if you've done something, so there may be something that comes up over this month of June. And what comes up is something that's going to replay itself for you. I feel like with this card right here, it's telling you not to be angry with yourself or the situation at all, to allow things to woosah and just breathe. Don't allow yourself to get too caught up in that angry Mars energy. Surrender to love, because love conquers a multitude of sins, meaning that I'm not saying like, oh, I love you, so like I'm gonna let you do whatever you want to me. No. We don't get down like that. No, baby. Not here. But maybe they do it over there. However, sometimes when we make mistakes, right, instead of like taking and placing blame on other people, or, you know, just accepting the situation, what it is we'll sit here and we'll beat ourselves up. And because we beat ourselves up, it basically takes us to a point where we're no longer really loving ourselves, so to speak. You know what I mean? And that's what it's really about. So I feel like with this, it's softening to love, like soften to your own love yourself through the situation, through the pain. Like, it's okay. You know, I'm gonna be honest, for those who chose this particular pile, I feel like June's gonna be slightly rocky for you. And I'm not trying to like say this to scare you. I'm just telling you the energy, picking up what I'm putting down. And I feel like you guys are gonna have to make sure that you're speaking up for yourselves. You guys are gonna have to make sure that you're keeping your freaking self focused, what it is that you want, where it is that you're going, and not letting it go. Do not let it go. Okay? Yeah, so you need to pay attention to your dreams during the month of June, because during this month of June, there are going to be, and you may only remember fragments and seconds of your dreams. Like, it might be like, oh, I remembered this book from my like dream, like maybe I should go look it up. Or, oh, I remember this name, and like write it down. Like, keep track of your dreams, and also keep sight of your dreams. Remember, right now as I record this, Jupiter is in Pisces. Y'all, does no one understand what this means? Jupiter being in Pisces, vision where the hell it is that you want to go, baby. Vision it, because that's how you use Jupiter to your advantage right now. Because Pisces are all about vision. They see everything, kind of. Sometimes they just be like, la-da-da-da-da. They are definitely the air signs of the water signs. I'm just saying, they're so flippity for no reason. Where you got Cancers who are just emotional, Scorpios who seem to be emotionless, and then you have Pisces who's just like, I was supposed to be an air sign, y'all. Basically. And last but not least, we have balance. So with this balance card, it tells me that it really is time to get balance. Going back to that Four of Swords, where I said that it's about like nurturing yourself in this moment. And that's really what I feel like Spirit wants from you guys right now, is for you guys to learn how to nurture yourselves, and for you guys to learn how to just love yourselves and know that you are a amazing spiritual being, and that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. So set yourself some beautiful affirmations this month. I can achieve my dreams, you know, things that are going to give you confidence and clarity throughout this situation. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna be honest, I feel like this is gonna be one that's a little bit like this. But if you can embrace it, go with it, July will be amazing. I'm telling you. If you allow yourself to get too caught up in this energy, it's not going to be fun. And I feel like it's going to carry out for a while. So don't allow this energy to consume you. If you need anything, feel free to reach out. I will do whatever it is that I can to help you. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, stars. So for those of you who chose my amethyst cluster, what is up? Let's see what Spirit has for you over this month of June. All right, so first off, we have the Ace of Wands. So this tells me that there are going to be a lot of new sparks that come in for this group. When I say sparks, this is going to be, I feel like this is going to be something that really makes you tap into your intuition and really makes you tap into your creative abilities. And I feel like this is something that you're really going to have to use your third eye in order to envision and really help you to be able to bring in with this. But it's definitely something that is, it's a building part. And to me, it's like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like Indiana Jones. I don't know, that's weird, right? But it reminds me of like Indiana Jones and like going through like one of those like treasure tunnels. And I feel like that's kind of what the month of June is going to be like for you. It's going to be like, ooh, ah, oh, cool. I feel like that's the type of energy that you guys are really going to have. Eight of Wands, yes. That month of June is going to be full of movement. Positive movements forward is the best way to explain this energy. This is something that honestly, like, there's no stopping it. It's just going to happen, and everything's going to connect in one. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying, like, ooh, like there's going to be a lot of things that are coming in really quickly with this Eight of Wands. So just be mindful of this energy. Let's see. We also have the Five of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles, I would definitely pay attention to your finances over this next month. But I would also, I get with like all the like sparks and sparkly things that you may almost have like this fear of, what is it called? The fear of missing out. I feel like FOMO may end up coming in for you guys, truly, when it comes down to it. So I would be very mindful of that. Be very mindful. Just do what you feel is best for you. Don't just do something because you're afraid that like, oh, but something cool might happen and I might not be there. So don't really do that. Pay attention to your finances, and also pay attention to your feelings, because the Five of Pentacles, though it may talk about like poverty and like not necessarily having the financial security, it also talks about emotionally feeling like left out and not feeling like you have necessarily an emotional foundation. So like there's this door, she doesn't have the lock to the key, or the key is there, but it's like instead of getting up and unlocking the door, she's sitting there and she's wallowing. So don't allow this to be you, because you have so much vitality that is going to be surrounding you. And understand, especially with this new sparks with like the Ace of Wands, if you have a new I can do this to make money, you want to act on it. Because if not, like, if you sit here and you don't act on it, it's basically like having the key to the next room and not opening it, and then just sitting there and wondering your whole life what's on the other side when the key's sitting right there. Like, pick it up, put it in the lock, see what's there. So this is Spirit kind of giving you like a full circle, like, hey, and that's something that I've noticed about this deck, is that it kind of gives you like a full circle, like, hey, there's all this funness, but like on the other side, if we don't embrace this is what we could be looking at. So don't do that to yourself. You also have the Five of Wands. With the Five of Wands, there's so many wands. So this is going to be a really fiery month. There's going to be a lot that's coming through. This, this is conflict, okay? I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. They're all working towards the common goal. They're just all doing it very differently. But if instead of them all doing it differently and not working together, if you can spend some time embracing those who may be on a similar path as you, or just like friends or family members, and see how it is that you guys can take all the pieces of your puzzle and make a full picture. And I feel like that's what Spirit's really trying to get to you right now. You guys do have 2 5s, 2 shakes, but you guys, because I want to see what that's about. Yeah, so there is a huge call for you to have emotional control, and to not allow the drama and the conflict, because especially with this Five of Wands is a conflict card. But it seems like, if I were to just tell you what's in front of me, it seems like there's going to be a situation where instead of everybody working together, they're going to butt heads and not necessarily see everything on the same corner. But even with that, you yourself have the keys to be able to move forward. With this Five of Pentacles over here, you don't have to feed into the drama. You don't have to feed into the bullshit and all of that. Like, excuse my French, but you don't have to feed into it. So if you notice that drama is arising, instead of getting into drama and allowing it to fester and to build, do yourself a favor and I love it, walk away. But why I love it is this Queen of Cups to just come out after like all this conflict. And like the Queen of Cups, she's really like, as you can see, she's zen. She is like your master fucking Pisces here. Like, why am I cussing so much with this group? But she is like your master Pisces here. I do apologize about that. But she's completely imbalanced. This is also a card for my intuitives. So if you feel like you need to follow your intuition, this is really time to follow your intuition and to listen to what it is that your guides are telling you. Like, look at her. She is in a meditative bliss. Nothing is bothering her. So when this bullish starts to pop off, people start acting stupid, you just be like, baby, bless your soul. Keep it pushing. I ain't got time. Okay? And go into that zen spot and allow your crown to be activated, because if you can focus yourself on a higher center rather than something that's one of your lower centers that'll bring you, anger and things like that, and it'll help you to feed into the conflict. If you can get from your heart up to start getting activated, then you can calm the whole situation. You really don't have to be involved. So just be mindful of that as you move forward into the month of June. All right. It looks like June is going to be a fun month for everybody. So movement, choices, and decisions. Yeah, so like I keep on saying with like this Five of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands, like once the spark is ignited, you have the key to put it into the door and to open this door. And if you take this, then you have these other choices and these possibilities that are going to be opened up to you, but you have to be willing to pick up the key and understand, especially like out of the imagery of this one, like whatever this key, so to speak, is, I feel like it's not necessarily going to be easy, because if you look at like the size of this key, right, versus the size of this girl, this key is going to take some effort. It's going to take some strength, and you may get at it and it may not work the first time. You may get at it and it may not work the second time, but keep trying, because what you have, that spark, if it doesn't work, take time to see why it didn't work so you can move it forward. Okay? So you have light. So you have you have possibilities here with this card. You have so many possibilities. And if you take the time to really ignite these possibilities, they will bring you so much vitality, so much joy, so much luck, so much abundance, so much fertility. Like, and when I say fertility, I don't just mean like, oh, you're going to have a baby. No. But like, you need to have a creative and a fertile mind in order to become a creative, in order to build your own company from scratch, in order to do all of these things for yourself. You've got to sometimes think out of the box and not think just what it is that somebody else is telling you. Just because somebody else did it one way doesn't mean that way is going to work for you. Everybody has their own algorithm to life. You know, and that's something that I try to express to myself a lot of the times, because sometimes I just be like, yeah, let's go. Okay, so I love it, because remember how I was like with all this bullish that's going on? Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like with this group, I feel like it's going to be a good month. I do not feel like at all it's going to be a good month. Or, I'm sorry, I do not feel like it's going to be a bad month. It's not like group number one. Group number one, it's more of a rocky thing that they're going to be going through this month. But with you guys, I feel like the beginning of the month is going to be amazing. Like, you're probably floating on air right now, okay? And then I feel like towards the middle of the month, something stupid is going to happen. And it's going to just be completely stupid. And you are given the choice, and you're being given this choice right now as you're watching this. You are being given the choice to play into the drama or to just keep it pushing. I personally suggest keep it pushing. Like, people notice I disappear all the time. Drama starts, I ain't got time for this shit, I'm out. I don't have time for it. I don't. Partially because if I get angry, I'm gonna just burn something down. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. And I'll do it spiritually too. I don't even mean to. And then like 6 months later, I'll be like, shit, is that what I did when I was mad? Oh. So, don't be burning nothing down. With this spiritual strength, the things that you're going to go through, and with this Queen of Cups, this is really telling me that like you're meant to bridge the gap during this moment, and that's why you're being warned. Like, there's something that's going to come up. This thing that is going to come up is going to be something that if you allow the drama, if you allow the bullish to get in, it'll distract you. And it will detour you from the spark that you're receiving right now. Why are we going to do that? So don't do that. When it happens, when it comes up, I want you to, as soon as possible, immediately, I want you to just call in your guides. I don't know, just call in your guides immediately. As soon as it happens, let them work you through the situation. Don't go out there like Billy Badass and go handle it yourself. I feel like this is more of my hard-headed group. May even be my group. We'll see. However, you, person who's watching this, don't get into this hard-headed energy. Don't block your blessings, please. Please, because I want to hear like all the beautiful stories at the end of this month. I want everybody to be like, oh my gosh, this happened, I avoided it, and like now I have this, and this. I don't want to hear, oh, I played into that drama and you were right, because if I hadn't have, I wouldn't have had to do this, and this. I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like there's somebody in this group. I'm not saying this is everybody, but I feel like this may be for one specific person who is going to watch this. If you are not careful and you end up playing into this drama, you're going to go to jail. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you like it is. You can be mad at me if you play into the drama and it happens. Okay? But if you walk away, watch everybody else who's involved in that situation end up getting their just desserts. Be the bigger person. You're my star. We shine brightly. We can't shine brightly in a jail cell. We too pretty for that shit. Excuse me. This video is not going to be monetized, y'all. So like, share, subscribe, all of that. Because I done messed up. Because y'all hard-headed and got me cussing. And that don't really happen. So it's got to be someone personal in this group. Hey, how you doing, baby? How you doing? Anyways, let's get back to it. So we have the Witness and we have the Moon for the spiritual things that are going to play out spiritually within this month of June. Let's see. We have the Witness. The Witness that has been by your side all along is now become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. Okay, first off, I said that with like the Ace of Wands, that like there's something that's about to unfold in your life. Like there's something new that is about to happen and you're creating a reality. And I said that with the Five of Pentacles, that don't be afraid of missing out on something. And for all, I'm gonna be completely honest, for all we know, as I record this right now, that thing that you're missing, that you are afraid to miss out on, that might just be the situation that you need to miss. It might just be the thing that you need to miss to avoid everything else that I've been saying. Because I don't want that, y'all. Y'all are my stars. I don't do that. We don't do that. Okay. So just understand there are some things. But Spirit's really trying to help you give birth to something new in your life. I'm just telling you that. And then we have the Moon in the Medicine position. This card calls you on a journey of renewal, just like the Moon does every month. You can get so you can get unstuck, whether it's a specific situation or life in general. For this, you need to make time to be with yourself without distractions from modern society. Didn't I say not to become distracted? Whoa, y'all. Okay. And have the courage to look at the unwanted and unembraced parts of your being until you arrive at the place of resolution. Shamanic lore explains the finest treasures of humanity are hidden where people are most afraid to go. So, like I said before about not allowing outside influences to stop you from embracing the spark and remembering that you have the key to your own puzzle to be able to get out, and you may having to take some time by yourself with the Five of Pentacles, not being afraid to miss out on something with the Five of Pentacles, not wanting the drama and the conflict. with the Five of Pentacles, I know that's more of like the Hierophant, or not the Hierophant, but the Hermit's energy is like alone time. But I feel like Spirit is asking you to spend some time alone, because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like you really have been given choices in this particular reading. You can go and spend this time by yourself. You can renew yourself. You can allow Spirit to start doing things in your life, or you can continue to do things in the way that you have previously done them. And it's going to cause more destruction than it is going to help you. And we don't want that. We don't do that here. Okay? Your hard work is paying off with this new moon in Capricorn. So this tells me that the spark that is igniting, like things, like I said, things are going to be sparkly and beautiful during the month of June. However, I feel like though they're sparkly and like you may get things up and running and like on the road, or this may even be an energy of something that you're working on. But with Capricorn is earth energy. Earth energy isn't super fast. So you may see a payout here and you may see a payout here. It's not going to be super, super quick, but it will happen. And you need to understand that it will happen. Just keep on going. Don't allow anything to distract you. Like the moon said, don't allow anything to distract you. Not society, not friends, not father, not mother, not nobody. I don't care. Do not allow them to distract you from your goal. Okay, so we have family. And didn't I just say not to allow your family? Okay, but this is about getting yourself rooted, getting yourself grounded. Also, looking for your soul tribe. Understand that they're different than just your family. You know, your soul family, your soul tribe. Like, these are the people who are outside of your family, but like they just resonate with your soul. Like, you just feel like, I just met you yesterday, but I feel like I can tell you everything because I feel like we've done this like 50 lives ago, you know, like that type of energy. And I feel like you're going to make a lot of connections, and make sure you're truly working on your base chakra and what it is that you want to move forward. You also have divine wisdom. So with this divine wisdom, this tells me a couple of things. You may have the gift of claircognizance, where you just kind of like know things. And if that's the case, then you need to just know that you know, and like stop doubting yourself and just live in that. The other part to this is knowing that, number one, like Spirit's going to give you direction, but number two, also knowing with this, like there's information out there in order to help you through your situation. You just have to be willing to go and look for it and be mindful of that. And then last but not least, we have the truth. So this is also about balance and about speaking your truth. And, you know, for some of you, this may be like, no, bro, I really don't want to hang out today. Like, you're cute, but like, I'm not feeling it. And embracing the thing about this particular truth and this particular card is it really shows the nature of communication. And a lot of times, and what I mean by that is you have water over here, and a lot of people are quick to respond emotionally, where other people are quick to respond out of anger or just being aggressive because they want their point out there. With this, it is about being able to embrace both, being able to tell yourself what it is that, hey, I got this, you know, and understanding that it takes a little bit of both in order to equal things out. You're not just going to walk all over my feelings because they're my feelings and this is how I feel. All right. We've stated that. Have a great day. Keep it pushing. Alrighty, guys. Definitely let me know how this resonates. I am so sorry that I had to be like, let's see how this next group goes. Bless y'all. Alrighty, guys, definitely let me know how this resonates. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Hey, y'all. I think y'all are going to end up being my group, and I'm sorry about that. If you've watched me before, then you already know there's always one. Okay, so this is my Botswana agate, y'all. For those of you who chose the Botswana agate, welcome. Let's get into it. Let's see what this month of June is going to have for my baby dolls, my star babies. Oh. So, starting this month off, we got the Six of Pentacles. Hey! With this, I get, like, expect the unexpected and a balance within your finances, a harmony within your finances, and a harmony within your home as well. This is about a give and a take energy, and I feel like for a lot of the people in this group, you have been giving more than you've been allowed to take, or that you've been allowing yourself to take. Take it, baby, because it's meant for you. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. So don't be over there trying to be all modest and whatnot. Who? Y'all got the devil. Oh, that kind of goes right into what I was saying, y'all, about, like, this, like, because to me, like, the devil is not just temptation, right? Because that's how a lot of people see him. He's about temptation. He's about, not having self-control. He's about dependency, because, like, look at him. He's like, come on, baby doll, come get this. How you doing? Let's go sail the world together and whatnot. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to change the colors and, like, I biffed it. Because apparently I don't know how to use technology ever. Okay, we're gonna change this because whatever. But anyways, so you can see he's kind of, like, reaching out, like, come on, baby doll. Come get it. Come get it. So, in the month of June, I feel like you are going to have some temptations that are going to come along. But this is also, to me, this is also, like, self-limiting beliefs as well. And with this, with the Six of Pentacles, like, because this is something that's unexpected. Like, the Six of Pentacles is, like, someone walking by you and just being like, hey, baby, here's $100. So don't believe that it can't happen. It can happen. So just know it can happen. So with this also, you may be tempted. You may be tempted, baby. Oh, but through this temptation, you'll find your power with this Emperor. So just know that even if you're tempted to do something that, and I don't even get, like, for everybody that it's going to be, like, this super tempting thing. I mean, okay, so there's this person on this string. So it's like, I really just get, like, there's a lot of illusions, but if you can break the illusions and break the strings, the self-limiting beliefs, that's when you're going to find your power. That's when you're truly going to be able to walk into this Emperor, own the room type of energy. And that's what Spirit really wants you to do, is to be able to expect the unexpected, let go of the self-limiting beliefs, because you are a G, baby. You're queen, you're star, because you have new beginnings that are coming in, and these new beginnings are things that are going to last. This isn't something quick. This is something that's gonna last. So you may just be getting glimpses and pieces over it. And with this eclipse that we just had, expect this over the next couple of months, you getting glimpses and pieces of things, and them being things that you kind of got to work for. Because what people don't realize about Sagittarius, and that's where this last eclipse was in, is Sagittarius, they may be like, I'm gonna go do it. However, they have to keep themselves grounded, because they do have that earth element, being a centaur. So they have to keep themselves grounded, and being in nature is really good for them. So, but with this, like, this grounding element slows them down just a little bit too. So understand that even though like things are going to be going super, I don't want to say super quickly because I don't get like a lot of like quick energy, but that's what I was going to say. So for a lot of you, a lot of this may be coming super quick. Like you did not expect it at all. But what you're being forced to do right now is to walk in your power. Because once you do that, then you can truly start laying the roots for what it is that you want. The Seven of Pentacles. Yes! I love it. So, like, the Seven of Pentacles is, like, basically you've planted your roots. Your garden's starting to grow. And now it's time to take a look back and like see how far you've gotten because your roots are super deep. You're in alignment and now you're starting to actually see the fruit of your labor. And it's time to take inventory at this moment of everything that you've put in just to get to this point to help you gain this power with yourself, because you didn't just wake up and become where you are. You had to go through some steps. You had to go through some ups, some downs, some overs, some arounds, some this isn't fun and I want off this ride. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm done. I am so done. I've had more than one of those moments. So you do have the Eight of Swords. So, and to me, the Eight of Swords, once again, going back to this, this devil energy, like, it's like, you see these strings that she has, it's like, those are the strings that he's holding, right? So it's like, this man finally got out of his trap and then he embraced her. But the thing about this is that it's all illusions. It's not real. It's all in her mind. Like, if you look, she doesn't actually have birds around her. She's not tied. She's not bounded. She's stuck in fear. She's stuck in her head. She's allowing these deceitful thoughts, as I keep on saying, deceit, illusion. I feel like that is a huge thing for this group, is not allowing your mind to mess with you right now. Understand, we are going into Gemini energy. Gemini energy is all up here, and plus we're in the middle of a Gemini retrograde. So y'all, there's a lot going on up here, but don't allow yourself to get too far up here and not get grounded, because you do have this huge grounding element here. So make sure you're staying grounded to help you to be able to bring this stuff in, because you have the Magician in reverse. I feel like this shouldn't necessarily be in reverse though. Maybe for some of you it is. For some of you, normally it's like misuse of power, but I don't get misuse in power. And for some there may be, sorry if the audio changed there, but for some there may be this this sense of misusing your powers. You're not really doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, you are misusing your powers. However, for me, because if we were to line everything up a little better, he would come out right under the Emperor, right? And like the Emperor would basically say like, yo, you're not realizing your power, because like this is what it is he's feeding into. His power is becoming the Emperor. And right now it's like, I get almost with this group, you guys are using a lot of your power, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're just not using it in the right direction. So it's not actually helping you grow. You're just using it and draining yourself. Like, trying to bring this piece of sage back to life, probably not going to work. I'm just throwing it out there. It's probably not going to work. It's dead, it's dried, it's ready to be burnt. You know, or me spending 6 months trying to bring lavender back to life. I just went and bought my 3rd lavender plant. I have had lavender growing multiple times. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all just gonna get my mid-reading breakdown, but I shouldn't have to buy a flower 3 different times. I even got lavender growing outside, I'm afraid, because I watered it today, and the last time I watered my lavender, it died. So, they're only like this big, so you would think they need water, but no. Okay, moving forward, back into your energy and out of my lavender. Sorry, y'all. My hair is just like really hot, but I love this like cute messy look, so I didn't want to like put it up before the reading. So, cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Ooh. So understand, over the month of June, you are being made, and I cannot express this enough, you are being made, have to, forced. I don't know how else to say this other than Spirit is not giving you a choice anymore. And I feel like Spirit's over here like y'all been playing games, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. We got things to do. You over here playing games. You're always in this energy. What are we going to do with this? How can we progress with this? We can't progress with this because you keep on tying yourself up in stupid strings. And I'm trying to get you here. I'm trying to get you on top of the world, building your own empire because you're the emperor or the empress. Okay, baby? We don't hate. We do not discriminate, or whoever else you want to be. You want to be kitty cat. I don't care. Let's do the damn thing. Either way, Spirit's trying to make you realize that you are the best boy, girl, cat, dog, helicopter that you ever could be. I'm just saying. And for that, however, you've got to be cracked open. So you may have a, so to speak, tower moment. You may have a moment during this month where it's just like you feel like everything's just being cracked open. But once again, I don't get, out of all my piles, because the first two, and I haven't really gotten into any of the other energies, so I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. Dang, I didn't even realize y'all got like half the deck over here. But I feel like with this one, this month is more so about growth, where like one group was given a decision, the other one, they're just gonna have this is gonna be a fun month for them. But for you guys, I feel like even this cracked open, when you crack open, it's not gonna hurt. It's just gonna be like one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna realize your own infinite beauty. And this beauty isn't about what you see in the mirror, but it's about what comes from your soul. And one day you're just gonna wake up and you're gonna look in the mirror and you are going to see your own infinite beauty, your own power. You are going to be able to see everything that it is that you can create. You will be able to see why people have hated you over the past 10 years, and you ain't got no reason to understand why people don't like you. You'll understand all of that. But you gotta embrace it. You can't let this devil puppet strings or tie yourself up in knots. Understand, you are your own infinite freaking being. Nobody can take that from you. And the only reason why it seems like sometimes we get attacked by things is because we are not stepping into the energy that we are supposed to be. It's about a mindset. Because a lot of the times when people are like, oh, I'm experiencing this, or oh, I'm experiencing that, their vibrational pull is down here. It's not up where it's supposed to be. You are an infinite being. You are a star baby, so you need to shine. I'm just saying. You wouldn't be here if you weren't a star, right? So it's time to take your place in the sky and understand you are emperor. You are not some lowly peasant. You aren't meant to be calling the shots. And people are supposed to be listening to you, not the other way around. And as long as you stay in this 8 of Swords energy, As long as you stay in this, I don't know if I can. What if this happens? It could go really bad. Me. You'll never know if you don't try. Okay, so I feel like with this, right? It was the first card out, and for some reason it came out in reverse this time. That was weird. But with this heartache and loss, you can't allow the things that have happened in your past to affect your future. And I said this in a video the other day, is basically, if you're faced with something, right? You're faced with a situation and you got your heart broke, okay? And I've had a situation like that, and I'm currently facing a situation like that, where a few years ago, I got my heart broke by a situation, but a similar situation has presented itself to me, and I'd rather not get my heart broke. So I gotta do things a little differently this time, because if not, it's insanity and I'll just get my heart broke again. And I'd rather not do that. So I'm gonna do everything that I can on my part to move forward. And this is really what Spirit's telling you right now, is you can't allow this heartache, this heartbreak from the past, these things that have affected you in the past, leave them there. Yeah, it hurt, but you're a star, baby. And you can use sunlight to heal yourself, okay? Despite what others may say. And then you have power, which I love. I love it, honestly, because this tells me that, once again, it's about embracing that power that you have, about embracing your own infinite beauty and knowing that you are your own infinite being, knowing how amazing you are, what it is that you bring to the table, and knowing that you can do it. Don't, like I said before, do not allow yourself to be stuck in this 8 of Swords type of energy, because you have so much more that is going for you right now. And I'm telling you, out of this group, I like this group the best, because the other two, I was like, okay, foundations and achievements. This one is your warning, and I love how this keeps on happening with this particular reading. This one is your warning, okay? And the warning here is, if you don't embrace your power, that foundation that you're building is going to be weak. There are going to be cracks in it. But if you embrace your power, if you embrace your infinite beauty, if you just understand, it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say. It's about you doing it. Because at the end of the day, if you accomplish something, it doesn't matter if anybody else sees it as a major accomplishment. You at least can write that down in your book at the end of the day and say, I did it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thought about it. I did it. I achieved it. And that's what really this whole reading is about, is realizing you are powerful enough to be able to do whatever it is that you are seeking to do, baby. Like, you are a star, baby. You need to take and place yourself in the sky where you belong. Stop hanging out with these lower dimensional beings. Stop hanging out with people who are about drama and bullish and this person did that thing and that person did this thing. No, baby. That is taking away your power. You are giving your power to what? For why? What are they doing? What are they feeding you with? Nothing but a bunch of drama and bullish. How is that helping you? Please, if you can tell me how it's helping you, I would love to know, because I ain't got time for it. And maybe I would have, 2 more friends if I could have some time for some drama, some bull crap, because I don't. You start with the drama, I gotta leave. I'm sorry. If you have a problem, we can talk about it. Got drama, I gotta go. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. The energy supporting you is the balsamic moon, a time for healing. Whoa, 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 bro, like, whoa. This tells me that there may be some shadow work that you have to do. And the shadow work, to me, would revolve around your confidence. This shadow work, to me, would revolve around you knowing your own infinite beauty, your own infinite worth, what it is that you bring to the table, how powerful it is that you are, the things that it is that you can accomplish, and healing yourself from those times when things didn't go right, where somebody said something mean and it upset you, whatever the case was, because we all have a story. We all have somebody who said that we couldn't do something at one point, and we allowed that to stick with us, and it's time to heal ourselves from that situation, and it's time to heal ourselves from this past heartache and loss. And that's why it came out in the reverse position, saying that it's time to let go of it so we can embrace it and move forward, because we have all these beautiful things, like even the magician. Like, you can turn the magician right side up and truly become the alchemist of your own life. But what you need to do here is truly understand that you are an alchemist before you can do it, right? Because you can't just be like, I'm a frog, and go be alchemist. That don't work, right? You gotta be, if you're an alchemist, you gotta be an alchemist. Or you can't be a cat and be like, I'm a frog, I'm gonna go swim in the water and breathe. My poor little kitty would drown, and I would be the saddest little thing on the face of the planet. My cat's actually sitting next to me. She's so cute. I love her so much. Well, one of my 4, because I'm insane. So we have water in the reverse position and the spiral in the reverse position. So the medicine of this is time for cleansing unwanted sticky feelings. Consider this. What does water do to the flesh? It does in a sacred ritual to the spirit. Oh shucks, my laptop's freaking out now. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of the timeless, unordinary reality in which the true creation takes place. Now is also a time that pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung basically talks about it being a womb-like significance of water and the universal symbol. Because of this symbolizes regeneration, you need to make way for the process. You can expect it to be messy, but worth it. So, with this, it's basically saying that it's time to cleanse yourself of all these negative feelings. Like I said, back with the devil, like, it's time to cleanse that energy off of you. It's time to cleanse that 8 of Swords energy off of you. You can't move forward if you're moving forward in fear, because you'll take 1-2 steps and then fear your shadow. Carl Jung, if I'm not mistaken, is the man who actually coined the word shadow work and started talking about your shadow, so to speak. And he, basically, if you don't know what your shadow is like the really scary, icky parts of your life that, like, you've dealt with and they were nasty and now you don't want to necessarily go back. But as I said before, there may be a moment in your past that broke your confidence from you being able to truly be able to move forward like you want to. So there may be something, one of those painful moments, one of those painful experiences that you got to go back and work yourself through. All right, so last but not, I can't even say last but not least, because we still have a couple more. The spiral in the reverse position. The spiral announces a descent to the path, to the depths and rebirth. allows nothing to get in the way of the process. At this time, as the time is right, the force of nature is supporting you in this endeavor, using stones, twigs, yarns. Basically, what this card talks about when it comes up in the reverse position, without going completely into what the book says. But it basically says to build a spiral using things in nature and to walk through it 3 times. And as you do it, releasing anything that's not serving you, releasing anything that's keeping you from being able to move forward, and cleansing yourself while doing it. There are other ways to do it. If that's how you choose to do it, then you choose to do it that way. But basically, what Spirit's saying is that you need to get this energy off of you. So you've got to embrace your inner confidence, because a lot of the times things can't, like, if you're stuck with a negative mindset, like, once you get into this mindset of I'm bettering myself as opposed to the negative one, then those negative thoughts can't stick around because you've replaced them. Just like if energy isn't feeling right around you, if you start to raise your own vibrations, then your vibrations will then feed off of, or the energy around you will then feed off of that vibration. So like a magnet, you know, like, but like the opposite, right? Like where if you put like a magnet, 2 positives together, like one will fly across the room. It's kind of like that. Like the higher your vibration is, the more you're going to push away things that don't want to be near you, if that makes any sense. This goes for people, this goes for spirits, this goes for animals, like, it goes for everything. Like, if you ever notice you've made a life change and then all of a sudden your dog don't like you no more, I've had that happen. Sometimes my dog doesn't like me. Sometimes we don't like each other. I like my cats more. This is about you finding your life purpose, y'all. That's what this month of June is about, and that's why you're being made to really embrace your confidence and really embrace this power to yourself and to heal yourself, because you are about to embrace on your life purpose. And this life purpose is something that's big and it's beautiful and it's grand. Creativity. Yes, this is about creating your own life. Going back to the whole alchemy thing, because alchemy is the center of creation. Because you have to start here in order to get there. So this is about truly embracing your creativity. I also get that there may be a male presence, maybe even, I get strong Sagittarius vibes here, but you may have a male presence that is with you and helping and supporting you over this next month as well. I know that sounds super weird, super specific, but for some of you, there really is going to be someone who, and this may be on the physical realm or this may be on the spiritual realm, but somebody who is watching you and watching over you. And I feel like this person or whoever, whether it's spirit or whatever, but they're going to help spark new parts of creativity within yourself. And that's why spirit is like, hey, we gotta embrace this so we can start. You need to meditate more as well, making sure that you're meditating, making sure that you're rooting and grounding, because what I love about this particular meditation card is that, like, her heart center while she's meditating is being open, being enriched, and she's experiencing growth through this process. And it's not just in her crown, but it's in her heart too. And if you know anything about your heart's got to be in the right place in order to manifest anything. So your heart is super, super important. And then play. So over this month of June, this is really what Spirit wants you to do. Because I feel like for a lot of you, though you may not have embraced like your power, you may not be a very playful person either. You may be a little serious and people kind of consider you a mud, stuck in a mud. People might say you have a stick up your butt all the time. a lot. So with this, I will also say go play in the water specifically. Go play in the water. Alrighty, guys. Definitely let me know how this resonates. I can't wait to see y'all at the end of the month of June because I want to know. Because the month of May, y'all, I was not ready. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Bye.